Hello everyone, Jeff the Green Review here. Plant species grow to predetermined size ranges based on genetics and environmental conditions. If the plant is thriving, it may grow slightly larger than what the book says it should, and if it's just barely surviving, it will be smaller. Some shrub species only grow to 3 feet, others grow to 30. The branches grow to a set range of lengths away from the roots. A 2-foot tall shrub wants to remain 2 foot tall, and a 10-foot tall shrub wants to remain 10 foot tall. They have a natural root-to-shoot balance. Pruning disturbs the root-to-shoot balance, and the plant will want to re-establish the balance. If the plant is healthy, it may be able to grow back to the original pre-pruned size in a few weeks for a light pruning, and within the year for a heavy pruning. Imagine a 5-foot tall shrub with a long branch that's 2 years old. Closer to the crown junction of the roots and branches, there will be a few short side branches that developed this year from buds formed last year on that branch. A light pruning would cut off the branch tip about 6 inches, and the remaining buds along the length of the branch will start to grow, and the branch will become bushier. A heavy pruning would cut 3 to 4 feet off the branch. The few remaining buds down at the bottom and the short side branches that were there will send out new growth that will quickly try to grow back to the 5-foot height again. The plant responds to light pruning with lots of short twigs and to the heavy pruning with fewer but longer twigs. The weight of the new growth, or the amount of energy consumed by the plant in both pruning methods, is about the same, but the final effect is very different. A light pruning creates a denser, bushier plant that fills in this 5-foot space. A heavier pruning creates long, possibly weaker branches that try to replace the 5-foot plant. We can use this understanding of the root-to-shoot balance and light versus heavy pruning to our advantage. For instance, pruning a few inches off a shrub will often result in a denser plant with more flowers on the ends of the branches. A heavy pruning of a rose bush can cause long stems to grow with a rose at the end, and that's pretty for a vase. This lilac was heavily pruned to less than half the height it would normally grow. The remaining 3-foot tall branches and trunks are sending out many new branches from adventitious buds. The new growth wants to grow back to 8 to 10 foot high. The new growth is growing on weak, dying branches that will eventually need to be removed. New growth from the roots that is kept at the low 3-foot height will be healthier than these branches. Early in the growing season, light pruning by pinching is easy to do on young green stems of trees and shrubs. Pinch just above a node and do not leave a long internode on the plant. Pinch at a node that has a bud pointing in the direction you want the new stem to grow. So what does this mean to me? By knowing the difference between light pruning and heavy pruning and their effect on that root-to-shoot balance, you can grow your plants the way you want them to grow. You can have a plant that's supposed to grow 6 or 7 or 8 foot high, kept at 5 foot, easier than trying to keep it at 3 foot. You may want to switch and get a different kind of plant if you're trying to get too large of a difference. But if you have a light pruning on a plant that's the right height, you can make it denser and bushier and have more flowers and fruit. And if you want to do long stems for some reason, then that heavy pruning is the way to go. So what does this mean to me? We use the heavy pruning method in our rejuvenation and revival pruning, and we use the light pruning in the renewal pruning method. And sometimes on the summer renewal method, we're also using a heavy pruning. This is Jeff with the Green Review. Thanks for watching.